Thompson's golf tournament, and Javale was nice enough to attend that event, even though he's not a huge golfer. I didn't see you after. How'd you do?
I did horrible. Yeah. Did pretty bad.
But did you have fun?
That was a blast.
The party was
definitely.
fun.
It was.
Yeah.
What's the weakness in your game?
I just suck, like all around.
And part of the issue is he's being modest. Part of the issue is he's so tall.
Oh, yeah.
That it's hard for tall guys to play. I play a lot with Worthy over there, and he's starting to get it. But you're even taller than he is,
I am.
right?
I literally, the golf tournament was Saturday. I got my custom golf clubs Friday, so I had never used them before.
Oh, wow.
Well, so you got to break them in.
Yeah.
All right. So Javale, you obviously had some options here. You had won 2 straight titles with the Warriors. 7-footers don't grow on trees. Why LA? Why the fit here? And why do you think this is a good spot for you?
I mean, there's so many aspects. Playing time is one. Getting to play with one of the greatest players in the NBA and getting to play with one of the, well, I'll say the best franchise ever in the NBA. So, I mean, all those things came together after winning 2 championships. I felt like it was the right thing to do.
What do you learn more than anything else from winning a championship?
It's hard work. It's not easy at all. Like, it might have looked easy, but especially the second one. The second one was way harder than the first one. The first one, I feel like we surprised some people. I knew they thought we were going to win, but the second one was hard. Like, it was a lot of trials and tribulations that we went through, a lot of injuries, and it was a lot of things that happened. But it was not easy at all.
Javale, one of the reasons they hired Luke is they want to bottle up what they got at Golden State,
exactly.
See if you can get it going down here. What is it? What do they have up at Golden State that is? I mean, obviously you can't bottle up Steph and Clay. They're elite shooters, but what about their culture do you want to emulate down here?
It's they put in your mind in Golden State, work hard but have fun. Like, you're not getting fined for stuff that has nothing to do with basketball. Other organizations I've been with, we've been fined for wearing. We come to practice and we don't wear our jersey, we wear a T-shirt. Why aren't you wearing your jersey? Fine. Like, that has nothing to do with basketball. So There's certain things that in Steve Kerr, and I feel like he gave this to Luke also, it's just a lax mentality. Like, as long as these guys are working hard, they're doing the plays, they're playing defense, they're doing what I'm telling them to do, there's no reason for us to chastise them all the time.
How did it all come about? I think when they approached you, well, what did they say?
The Lakers?
Yeah.
They literally, I had got information from before. Well, I had got, LeBron had signed, and then they called me on my phone. They just called me, and I was like, okay. So it was like a couple hours, and I was kind of playing with my.
Was it that night? Was it that Saturday night?
It was the same. Yeah, it was the same.
So you knew that the Lakers had LeBron before anybody, right?
No, not necessarily.
Did it all be broken?
Yeah. It was. I mean, everybody knew that he was going to.
Pretty much everybody knew.
But when it was on the news, like, boom, he's going to LA.
Like, you got a call on Saturday night.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Javale Mcgee is our guest. All right, who's the better shooter, Steph or Clay? Don't duck it.
Oh, man. I don't know. I would say Steph off the dribble, Clay just anywhere standing still, because I've seen Clay miss a whole practice, and then the next day score 60. And I'm taking that story with me to the grave.
I know you've just worked out with these guys a few times, but who's impressed you in this group?
Definitely Kyle Kuzma from my hometown of Flint. It's just good to see a Flintstone put in so much work and really go out there and give his heart, and you can just see how focused he is, especially everything he's put into his body this summer. So you definitely can see it.
From Flint, Michigan. Obviously, the water crisis still going on there.
Yeah.
Give me your thoughts on that. Is there any progress back there?
No, it's not. It's still going on, and we have people talking about other things that have nothing to do with, like, we're just forgetting about Flint, and that's not. We need to do something about that, if anything. But it's not getting fixed at all.
And by the way, Michael Moore's new movie addresses that too.
I saw it over the weekend. Yeah. It does a good job addressing the issue in Flint.
And you guys have been good with that too, Javale. You and Kuz and all these guys that speak up, Mateen Cleaves and Draymond and all those guys from that have spent time near there have been good about it. We got to keep that on the front burner. Couple of things. The game is moving away, some people say, from the back to the basket center. Have you had to adjust the way you play now compared to, let's say, 7-8 years ago?
Yeah, definitely, especially on the defensive end. But I knew the big man was getting diluted and taken out of the game when they took the center position out of the All-Star votes. So once they did that, it was just like downhill from there. They really not trying to mess with centers or back to the basket centers. But definitely defensively, my whole career I've had to, not saying I couldn't, but my whole career on just say screens, I've had to stay back, like sort of like what Rudy Gobert does, and stay back. But if you want to play in the NBA on a championship team, you got to be able to switch up and guard a guard and switch on a guard. So I adjusted my game these last 2 years in Golden State to be able to do that, and now I can do that. So it was definitely a process. But you, as a big man, as a basketball player, and as a businessman, if anything, basketball is my business. You have to adjust with the market.
All right, last thing for you, because I don't know if you know this, but we're the USC station. So how's your mom?
Oh, she's doing great.
Do you know who his mom is, Mace?
No.
Pam McGee, one of the great women's basketball players of all time.
Of course.
And played with Cheryl Miller and her sister Paula. And
my mother's a legend at USC.
Yeah, and so we have to ask her. We'll give her our best. All right, and thank you for coming out.
Javale, great meeting you, man. Thank you very much.
Ask Worthy, that golf game will come, man. Trust me. Now you got those new toys. That'll help you out. All right, thank you, Javale.
Thank you.
Javale Mcgee there, as we continue Lakers Media Day, Mason in Ireland.
Now, Mace, you know, having a USC guy, we weren't gonna not give you time.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Really?
Really? Yeah. It is. If you're gonna talk about USC, that's when I call my guy.
There you go.
Lonzo Ball.